俺たちは2年前の100倍強えぞ。
How's it going, YouTube? Zolo here. Today we're going to be looking at the new starter deck Luffy. 5,000 power, 6 life leader. When attacking, if you have 2 or less life cards, draw 1, trash 1. Leader effect isn't the most important. I mean, it's nice later on in the game when you want to find your finishers. The main thing though is the 6 life. The 6 life is really good in yellow. You're just constantly pulling out triggers. And people think this might be the best deck in the format for OP14 in the first half of EB04. Which, you know, I agree with. It's a good deck. Today I'm going to be showing some games that I lost against some tougher matchups. There's a few wins though too. So we'll go into the new starter deck cards. First one is this Sanji. 4 costs, 5k leader, 1k counter, on play, look at the top 4, reveal a straw hat, add it to your hand and put the rest at the bottom. And then trigger, you may trash 1 card from your hand and then play this card. This is a good searcher. Doesn't grab everything in your deck, but grabs a lot of stuff. And the trigger is probably the best part about it, because it's just 1 for 1. So you're trashing a card, you're playing it out, and you're searching a card. Next is this Robin, 2k, 4 costs, 2,000 power, blocker. Trigger, if your leader is Monkey D. Luffy, play the card. Just a nice 2k blocker. And, you know, can be nice getting an off trigger. Next is another 2k, Jinbei, 6 cost, 5k leader. And then same trigger as Robin, if your leader is Monkey D. Luffy, play this card. Just a good 2k, you can play it out if you get it off life, or you can keep it for the counter. Just a solid card. And then I think the real stars of the show are these 2 events. I'm using Raw Heat Strike. I think it's a little bit better than some of the other 1 cost events with trigger. Counter up to 1 of your leader gains plus 2,000. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, give up to 1 of your leader or characters minus 2k during this turn. And then trigger, draw a card. So it's basically 1 cost, 4k, but the nice thing is that the minus 2k for the turn. So, you know, if you only need to use the first 2k on the attack, then you can just minus 2k, you know, their leader or something like that, or another character. And then this is another really good card. This is one of your finishers. On main, if your your Luffy leader, gains unblockable for the turn. And then it's also a 3k counter for 1. This is nice, just with Bonnie. Let's say you play Bonnie out on 9. You get rid of their last life. They can counter out of the Bonnie or block. Then next turn you can just play this out, swing for 14 unblockable. Alright, and so then we'll get into some of the older cards. We got the 2k Usopp from OP07. Just a good 2k, trigger's nice. If you're an egghead leader, you get plus 2k until the end of your next turn. So if you take this off life, you're going to be a 7k leader next turn, which is, you know, very helpful and can really screw up somebody's plan when they're going for lethal. We got Lilith, just another searcher card, searches triggers, which a lot of your cards are. And then also has a trigger itself. Then we have Kikunojo. I feel like you're always playing Kikunojo in yellow. Specifically aggressive decks. Everybody knows Kiku's good. Then I've got 3 Namis. 2 to 3 I think is a good number. You trash a trigger from your hand, KO a 5 or less, and then if you have 3 or less cards, draw a card. And it also has a trigger itself. You know, can just help out with chunk blockers or even early game. We got Nico Robin, 6 cost, 6k, 1k counter. If your opponent has 3 or more life, trash the top card of their life. This actually is really great on curve because the whole idea of this deck is to trash their life while getting triggers. And yeah, this is one of the better trash cards. It will be replaced in EBO3 by the Nami for sure. That card's just better in every way. Except for it doesn't have a trigger, but it is a Straw Hat, so it's searchable with Sanji. And then the trigger really isn't useful. There's really nothing you want to play out except for maybe Lilith. Then we've got Kuma. This card is good. I'm only running 2 because that's all I have right now is 2 in my collection. You could probably run 4, to be honest. Just a good card. Put cards with trigger into your life. You know, become an 8 life leader. Never a bad thing. Right now I've got the 8 cost Charlotte Katakuri. Put an 8 cost or less in the top or bottom of the owner's life. This is maybe one of the cards that I would cut. I didn't really use it very often. I think the only time I really used it is to get rid of blockers that I wasn't worried about them getting in their life. So, you know, you can hit like the purple 8 cost Katakuri, throw that in life. It's a brick, you just throw it at the bottom and then you're probably swinging for lethal anyway. But yeah, I would say, you know, you could potentially cut these 2, do 2 more Kumas, or maybe a Kuma and a Kid. And speaking of Kid, just another good trash life card. Between that and Bonnie, I feel like this is a great card to put out when you're not thinking about lethal. And, you know, you're just playing, you know, maybe your 8 Dawn turn. It's a great card. Hard to kill because it's 9k. And then we have Bonnie. This is probably the best card in the deck in my opinion. 9 cost, 10k power, on play. If you're egghead type leader, this character gains rush, then your opponent adds the top card of their life to their hand. Trigger, if you have 1 or less life, rest up to one of your opponent's 7 cost or less. Trigger can be nice, not super important. It's more the fact that it's searchable with Lilith. But yeah, this game, or this card is your game winner. You know, your opponent thinks, oh, I've got 1 life left, I'll be fine. You throw out the Bonnie, they have 0 life, and they're, you know, countering out of a 10k swing. This is another kind of new card, not specifically to the starter deck, but it is in the new set. You'll frighten me, 1 cost, counter event. If you have 2 or less life, up to 1 of your opponent's active characters cannot attack during this turn. Trigger, play up to 1 character card with 6,000 power or less and has a trigger from your hand. Just a good card. I mean, there's not too much to say about this. Stops a big swing from potentially coming in. It's a trigger, so you can search it with a Lith. There are some cards that you could potentially put in besides that. And for the most part, it's like other event cards. A lot of people have been playing this Flame Split, main counter, give up to 1 of your leader character plus 1k. After this, if your opponent has 2 or less life, rest 1 of their 4 cost or less. And then trigger rest 4 cost or less. The only reason I think that Raw Heat is better than this card is that, you know, the counter isn't very much, so the 1 for 1k, nothing really to write home about. So this second effect is really what you want to get off. The only problem I had with that was that in most of the matchups where this is useful, you know, once people start getting used to this leader, it's not going to be that useful because they're going to just play around it. They're just going to swing with their 4 cost Marcos. They're going to swing with their 4 cost blockers. And yeah, so you can kind of get around this. Another card. Let's just look up events. Where is it? It is Flame Dragon King. 2 cost counter event. Add up to 1, or if give up to your leader 4,000 power. Then look at your life cards and return them in your desired order. I've been seeing some people run this. This seems like a pretty good card, especially for this deck, since there's so many triggers. I think if you're going to run this card, you really need to run the 0 cost event. So, you know, you could potentially take out You'll Frighten Me, put in a couple 0 cost event, and then run 3 to 4 of these. This is a good card. The only reason I don't use it is because, first of all, I'm not using the 0 cost event. And second of all, 2 cost for 4k isn't like the best stat line. You know, I get 1 cost for 2k basically with Raw Heat. But I will say, if you do play this card and you get this in your opening hand, it is very good. Because you can basically dictate, you know, how the rest of your triggers are going to play out. So, you know, you're playing somebody that's not super aggressive. You put Jinbeis at the top. You put Kikinojas at the top. You're playing somebody who's aggressive. You put Nico Robins at the top or Nami's at the top. So, you know, there is an idea about this is maybe one of the staples for this deck. Yeah, I think that's probably it for events that I would change out. Let me know if you guys have any other suggestion for events. I mean, there's a ton of events with triggers, which is the main thing that you want. You want an event with a trigger. And yeah, if you like the deck list, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. If you don't, leave a comment of what you would change. Let me know. I am open to suggestions. That is one nice thing about this deck, is that, you know, there are a lot of good triggers in yellow, so you can build this deck a lot of different ways. All right, we'll get into some gameplay. Yeah, Raw Heat is a very good card. Been playing it in the new Bonnie, and it's really good in that. There we go in second. This looks fine. Okay, just gotta take Sanji then. Would have attacked first. Oh. Did not even think about what I'm doing. That's a good card to trash. This is another matchup where that one cost is event is kind of useless. Probably want to keep up with his board. That is a lot of 2Ks, so we'll commit. Alright, so definitely playing a Kikinojo. Definitely gonna Had me attack into this one time. You know what? 2 Kikus is probably just good. Oh man, he's taking a lot of his life. Okay, he did not have me attack into that. Alright. Not sure why he did that. Maybe he didn't have a 5 cost or less. No, I mean, you had this. Who knows? I don't pretend to know what Delphi players are thinking most of the time. Maybe he's thinking I'm probably gonna make him burn his life anyway, so. Yep, you can have that. Take the 2K blocker. Get rid of all of his 2Ks. Oh, that's great. Get rid of a 3K. It's got a... Oh, I think he meant to do this one, but... Maybe he's thinking he can finish out the game, but I mean, one of these triggers is going to be good, so. He's thinking real hard about how to do this. He he's gonna have to get rid of this Bonnie. There's no way the Bonnie is gonna be able to survive. Oh, that's not good. Gonna swing 9 again. I mean, I can already counter out of it. So I think I'd take the last one. Go ahead and play that. Okay, so can swing. It's gonna get an extra life. I don't think it matters though. But I probably do want to swing 899 just in case. There's no way those are two 2Ks. He just used all of his 2Ks. So yeah, we'll swing 8. Yep, easy win. Going first. Not the best hand. Not the same. It's going to be a nice card to pop. This would get rid of unblockable. Nope, that doesn't have a trigger. I probably want to play Kikanoja next turn if he takes this, so... we'll get rid of the counter event. Yeah, I feel like people are playing this out too early, not realizing that it's pretty much useless before my 6th dawn turn. It's gonna be at 7. Take a Virgo. And left 2 down up. Man, I really need to read the 2-cost event card for Dofi. I can't remember if it works on characters too. You know, I'd assume not because it's a 4K, but I mean, I guess there is giant, so. Any 3-cost cards in this deck that I want? I don't think so. We'll do this. They took it, okay. Well, I guess I'm playing Kikinojo then. Ugh. Yeah, sure, we'll counter out of that one. Geez, I'm gonna have to just play another stream of this to get enough for a YouTube video. I guess I could look through it actually. Okay. Yep, makes sense. Probably playing the Virgo. Yeah, I didn't think about it. This is pretty good. Pull it out with Doflamingo, KO it, and then you pull out a 5 cost. Probably want to do 566. The kid. That's totally fine. Not a great card to put in trash, but it'll do. We'll just get rid of an unblockable. Not going to be needing that. Okay. I'd probably just let him take care of my entire board. Alright, now I actually have to think about this a little bit. He's got 5 swings. We could just get some life. Or do I want to get him to the point where I could go for game? I had a 9 cost Bonnie in hand. I probably would play the kid out this turn. I mean, I got a lot of counter in hand. Okay, we'll just go 6 at face. Damn, this card gives you 2 Dom? Damn, this card is good. Why does it do so much shit and a 1k counter? Okay, so it gave me a 2. Ooh, that's a good trash. I don't think I really care about this category. Definitely counter out of one of these swings. Can't play his 10 cost. Kind of hoping for one of these Usops in my life, or even a Robin. But my triggers have not been very good this game. So he's got 4 swings. Probably just do that for starters. Then if he swings low again, I'll counter out. Otherwise, I'll probably start taking him and hope my life is good. 3 cost baby 5. May discard a card if your leader is Don Kelsey, add up to 1 card and set it as active. Okay, it is a 2K though. Okay, so we can swing 13 twice. So 2 2's a 1. Yeah, I won't be able to counter out of it the second swing, so we'll just take that. And I could rest a 7 or less. I mean, I'm dead next turn no matter what, so. He didn't take that one. Interesting. Ooh, that's a really good card right now. Alright, probably just do Bonnie. Go face. Get rid of that. Dawn minus, that's fine. Alright, I think I'm probably fine. I have enough 2Ks. And the raw heat strike coming in clutch, I think. I feel like I need less Kumas. Alright, so he's going 9, 9, 9, 10, 10. Alright, we'll get out of this first one. So he's got 9, 10, 10. Yeah, I really just need a good trigger off of these. Oh, Oh fuck, I'm not at 1 life. I fucked that up. Well, there is what you gotta learn. Not to do shit like that. I think I still had to do it that way just because I take that, he swings. Alright, let's see. Terrible. No trigger. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, trigger. How do I not get any triggers on my last 2 lives? Bro. So brutal. Ooh. Crocodile, huh? Oh, fuck. I don't want to play a black deck. Chose to go second. Definitely gonna mulligan that. Lead him for 6, see what he does. If he takes it, play Kikanojo. If he doesn't, take Sanji. Probably won't because he wants cards in his trash, but we'll see. Yeah. The leader includes Baroque's play up to 1 character, getting Baroque's 4 or less, and 1 character, 1 or less from your trash. Really know nothing about Crocodile, so we'll take a Nico Robin. Does deck run any blockers? I don't think it does. Hand or trash. Want to do it now or wait? I feel like most of his stuff is on KO, so probably just do it now. We will get rid of Raw Heat. Then he has to KO this. Wait, I thought... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go 6-6. Oh, he's not gonna attack. Oh, there's a blocker. Alright, we always go Robin. And that's a good card to trash. Now the question is, do I go Fix It Life? I don't think I do. I think I just go 5. Be at 9. Took a 2K. Dude, there's so much going on, I don't even know what just happened. How did this get rested? Oh, by that guy. I mean, look at this guy, bro. Robin definitely did not have this bust during the Alabasta arc. Do I ever save it? Let's see. I mean, no, I don't. He's got too many things that attack. We got a 6, 8. I could save it. Make this not attack. Probably do that. Got a lot of cards on board. Oh, that's 2 or less life. God damn it, dude. Why do I not read things? Alright, well, I've committed, so we're gonna fully commit. Do double 5s, trash a life. Kinda hoping he would get rid of his blocker, but it is what it is. He's swinging 5. He's probably going to start chaining rocks. In that case, we'll take the first one. Oh man, my triggers have been awful lately. Can't remember, does the croc that affect laters too? Does anybody know? I don't think it does, but it's like a 2K. Okay, so just characters. Man, this card is a pain in the ass. I could put it to life so that way I don't have to deal with it next turn. Swing 6. That to life. I'm probably dead anyway. He's definitely got an event. I think that's probably still a better play. Just hope he doesn't have one in his hand. We'll trash one of those. Put it at the bottom. Maybe I should have put it up first. Oh shit, that just came up straight on my screen. I did not realize that. Right, good trigger. Good whammy right here. Bro, I am getting no fucking triggers. Can't get any good triggers. And he had one in his hand anyway. Alright, just gotta hope that he doesn't have, or does have something better than putting to play. I guess I could have worded that a little bit better. Be at 9 next on. But yeah, probably just take this. Get rid of a Robin. I don't even know how you would look up who the best starter deck Luffy is. Is there a way to look at rankings on ranked? Probably is. You know what? Just because he has pudding, I'm gonna get rid of some of these cards. We could rest Marco, but playing out Kid is probably better. Yep, expected that. And 2 or less life, okay. Wait, what? Oh, if your opponent has 2 or less life. Well, I'll get rid of this counter event. Yep, here comes the new gate. He's playing Vista. Guess I'm already searching, so get rid of that. Grab a 2K. Alright, so if he has Newgate, he'll play that next turn. But if he doesn't, he could definitely put me, so... we'll get some cards out of hand. There's no way I'm killing him this turn, so it's probably better to just leave up the Dawn. Yeah, we'll let him deal with the blocking. You know what, actually I should have dropped the Bonnie first, because if he takes this Bonnie, he kind of loses its ability. I don't think I've ever played with this 9-cost Bonnie before. Yep, that's fine. Do that. god, he's got a lot of cards in hand. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Might want to play the Kikanojo next turn. Okay. Man, he's literally just throwing out every single frickin' blocker. Let's work on leaders too. No, just characters. Okay. So just gotta hope he goes. I mean, yeah, I guess this won't be too helpful because there's no way he's swinging with Newgate this turn. Alright, we will counter out of that. Do I even want to play this card? I don't think so. This has to be one of my favorite One Piece songs right here. That's a pretty good card. So I can put this in life. Get 9 cards in hand. So put it in life. Yeah, that's probably not the play. So let's see, attack 1, 2, and then 4. And I don't have a Dawn for an event. Not looking so hot. The rest one of them. I can swing 8, 9, 10, 10. And there's no way I'm surviving next turn. Four swings. Potentially 3 swings. All I have is a 2K and a 1K. I need something really good off my triggers. I mean, there's no way I kill him this turn though, right? So you'd have 2 blockers. Yeah, true. I also do have Usopp. It can give me an extra 2K off a trigger. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this turn. He's got too many cards in hand, and he's an AK leader. I think maybe I just play out Kikanojo and swing 12 at Yamato. That way if he blocks, he's still got to give me a counter. So 4, then 3, then 2, and then I have 1 non left. Yeah, I think that's how I gotta do it. So we'll go 12. Yeah, I'm honestly fine if he gets rid of these blockers. Trying to think what he would have that could really screw me. I guess if he had a Yamato. Okay, so he already blocked with Newgate. We can just go 10. Well, have 8 cards in hand. A free 2K and probably a couple 2Ks. Alright, we'll do this. We'll go 8. The way he doesn't just get a free hero power. And then he'll block with one of his 1 costs. Shoot, you know what? I should have actually done 10 and then 6. In fact, I will do that. I'm not even going to play Ikanojo. We'll go 7-7. And we'll get rid of the Kikinojo. I don't know if that was really the best way to do it, but that's what I did. He's got to have another 2k in his hand. I guess not. Okay. We'll get rid of the kid. So if he remembers that I have this in my hand, we'll stop that from attacking. Or we'll just stop the... Okay, he's just mathing it out right in front of me, I guess. Hopefully he just attacks with that. Thank you, sir. Well, let's see. He's probably gonna keep this up. Or no, he's gonna go for the kill, so we're gonna stop that. Take that. Take that. I don't think it matters if I use this, so we'll just keep it for a counter. Damn, I should have left up some Dawn. Yeah, I definitely did not do that right. I should have attacked with these guys first. Alright, some final thoughts on the deck. I enjoy playing the deck a lot. I've always liked yellow. Always liked triggers, triggering people. I'm going to be buying 2 of the starter deck when it comes out on Friday. I'm probably going to be playing this at my locals. One thing I think I should mention too is that this deck is only going to get better as EBO3 comes out. You're going to get this Nami. Basically does the same thing as Nico Robin, but better. Gives you arrested and trashes a life if they have 3 or more. And then on KO turn the top card of your life face up and play a 6,000 power or less card from your hand. And then this Nico Robin. This Nico Robin is really good. Don't know really why they're printing this. This seems insane, especially for a deck like this. I think it'll probably take the spot of Kuma, and you'll probably be running 4 of them. And yeah, as this set comes out, maybe the curve turns to more odd, so maybe you do want to take first, because then you have 5, 7, and your 9-cost Bonnie. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, I think this deck is only going to get better. There's going to be Sky Island new Straw Hat cards, so we haven't really seen too many of those, but that could potentially help this deck even more. Who knows what kind of events we're going to be getting out of that deck, or out of that set. And like, comment, subscribe. You know, subscribing helps my channel grow, helps me continue to make content. And yeah, leave a comment. I'll check them out. If you got any suggestions, I might revisit the deck later on for the East meta, since we're not going to be getting EBO3 for about another month. And so yeah, I might revisit this deck with the new EBO3 cards. So leave a comment, let me know if you have any suggestions for anything else I should add. Alright, have a good one, guys. Peace.